Okay.
Welcome back.
Yeah, man, how you doing? You good? I know you like that.
Hey guys, okay, so as you can already kind of tell that this is going to be a very different video from what I've been doing a lot, because I'm literally just sitting down on a table with my computer out, my microphone out, and just talking. And really the reason that I'm doing this is because if you saw my previous video, you will see that in the description I literally said that the irony of my Alone in Amsterdam series is that being alone in Amsterdam has made me kind of depressed. What I mean by that is that it's just really made me so unmotivated to film and edit, because I really like to edit videos that are very dynamic, where there's lots of things happening, people involved. It's not just me freaking making tea every morning. That ain't my stiff, okay? That ain't my creative juices aren't flowing when I do those videos, even though I love to watch those videos, which is why I created them. So I was just like, okay, you know what? I do really enjoy talking to myself in front of a camera. So I don't know what that says about my personality, but I do, okay? So I'm gonna just do it because it makes me happy. And so today I was like, you know what? Let's continue the Alone in Amsterdam series, but make it a little bit different. And what it is that right now I'm just gonna basically elaborate on that. Stop. Okay, so basically I'm just gonna elaborate on that irony. And so I want to talk about really like what I've learned, because even though I have days where it's harder than others, I've come to love it. I've come to really enjoy my alone time, which is something that I never realized I would say. Okay, anyways, I've babbled long enough. Okay, so because I usually do this by myself and it's a very personal thing, just like talking to myself, I told myself I'm gonna make this more comfortable for me. So basically I got myself a tea, make myself super comfortable, and I've got myself a coloring book because I'm 12 years old. And so okay, I'm just gonna okay, we're gonna be coloring some birds. Okay, this is fun. OMG, this is actually so much fun. Wait, oh my god. Wait, it has a butterfly on it. It's fine. Wow. Tea literally warms my soul. So this is what I'm gonna be coloring. And as you can tell, it has no colors. And I've got my markers here. Okay, so where do I start? Well, I guess obviously it's smart to start in the beginning. And one of the first lessons that I learned after living alone here in Amsterdam is that the excitement dwindles. But I also came to learn that that's okay. And what I mean by that is I think anyone that's ever, experienced anything new knows that in the beginning you kind of put on these excitement goggles where everything's just extra exciting. And I definitely experienced that. I mean, when I first moved here to Amsterdam, I was 18 years old and I'm 20 now. I literally took a flight all by myself. I had never been to Europe when I moved here. Literally the entire continent. I had never been to Europe. So the first country I ever experienced in Europe is the Netherlands. The first city I ever experienced in Europe is Amsterdam. And still to this day, I have only ever been to just one other country. Check out that vlog. Ew. My excitement new goggles were freaking through the roof, baby. Literally, I was like, oh my goodness, the blue skies. After living in Vietnam for 6 years, where the skies were pretty much gray all the time, it was just occasionally blue. It was like, wow. I was just like, wow. I live in a, how do you say? A coloring book. Wait, no, that doesn't make any sense because the coloring book, you color it in. What? I lived in a very pretty place. That's basically the point of that sentence, is that I was like, wow, this is freaking beautiful. I loved every little detail, every little thing. There wasn't a single thing that I did not enjoy in my first month here. But then the excitement dwindled, and all of a sudden my new goggles started to become not new. They became, oh, I live here. And I've lived here for a month, for 2 months, 3 months, da 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 da. And it just wasn't exciting anymore. It got to the point where it was kind of boring. And then Amsterdam finally showed me its true colors and became rainy. And boy, was that depressing. I for sure got seasonal depression. And I was just like, what in the world? Why did I move here? This sucked. Everything sucks. And everybody sucks. And I also didn't have a lot of friends. But then I realized that it was actually okay that happened. Because when the excitement dwindles, then it's almost like reality kicks in and the routine of things start to happen. And I'm not saying that living in Amsterdam became my home. I wouldn't really say that. But it just became normal and almost kind of good because things became familiar. And so, because with excitement also comes scary things. And so things weren't as scary anymore. And things were, normal and chill. And they began to settle. And that's why I say, and that's okay, instead of things got better. Because I actually do think that things were just the same. It's just that my perspective of everything changed. I got to realize that I had to stop putting my happiness and my joy in all of these ever-changing things. That's kind of really what I've learned. You have to realize that the excitement dwindles, and don't hope for things to get better, but just that that's okay, because it's just everything's exactly the way that it was when you were excited. It's just that your perspective of things changed because it's not new anymore. Things became a routine, things became normal, things became familiar. So that's fine. Like nothing, you can't live your life seeking for new things every day. You gotta accept what you're handed right here, right now. And if it stays, it stays. So let it stay, accept it, and breathe and let life move on. The next one that I really learned, which as you can tell kind of goes along with this coloring book right now, which is pick up new hobbies. Honestly, it's the best thing that you can do when you live alone, is to explore this time of your life that you basically have control over a lot of things. You have control over your time, and I understand that it's probably different for everybody because like I'm a student here doing online school, so this is kind of a mixture of pandemic stuff too, and because I don't think I would have really been able to pick up all these new hobbies if it weren't for the pandemic, because I really had to fill up my online school time. One of the first ones I picked up is cooking. I freaking fell in love with cooking, and that's why it's kind of sad because I've actually been super not motivated to cook lately. However, it was one of the hobbies that I really got into and picked up. Oh my goodness, it was so much fun, and definitely like HelloFresh helped me out with that. So honestly, at HelloFresh Netherlands, like please sponsor me because your girl wants to buy more of your HelloFresh food, but I'm poor. One of my recent hobbies at the moment, which really has actually really like made sense, like I said, right, I've been really unmotivated lately, but it's not that I've been unmotivated, I've just been unmotivated to do active stuff. I've just been really into very laid back, chilling, I've been really like enjoying going on walks, sitting by parks, doing my thing, being alone. And so that hobby that I picked up recently is reading. Shout out to Atagia. She inspired me to continue to pick up a book and read. I've been really, really enjoying that. And so I guess that's kind of like another tip is don't force hobbies. Go with like where you are in your life. And so in those moments, I guess, when I was really into cooking, I was really into just like being active, and cooking and eating like made me really happy at that moment. So perhaps I was subconsciously, a little bit more sad during that time, but right now I feel really content and really good. And I'm really enjoying the slower pace of my day and my life. Go with the pace of where you are when it comes to picking up new hobbies. The pace of your life kind of pushes you to go or to stop oftentimes. And so if the pace of your life pushes you to stop, then I know for a fact that there's something else that you can pick up that will actually fit your routine and fit where you are in your life more than what you picked up before. So trial and error. Life is all about trial and error. And I think picking up new hobbies is something that is really good with that. And now, the final, and like pretty much the best thing that you can do for yourself when it comes to living alone, is embrace it. Not even kidding. It sounds so simple, but it's so freaking difficult. I mean, granted, if you are just that type of person where this lifestyle suits you, where you can just live alone and you can just be so good at it, amazing, wonderful, great. I'm so proud of you. But that was definitely not the case for me. Because it sucks, dude. Like, honestly, it really freaking sucks sometimes. So freaking accept that. Accept the fact that it sucks sometimes. It does get better, but it's not like a constant like this. It's really like a freaking roller coaster, a wave, cliche, you know, stuff like that. But that is really the case. So it's freaking, it's difficult, but embrace it. And you know why you should embrace it? Because being alone doesn't mean you're lonely. Differentiate the two. And that is the best thing that I have, that has really happened to me, is that I was able to differentiate the two. And truly, how I was able to differentiate the two is because of my faith. I don't want to get all preachy up in here, but truly understanding that with God, you're never lonely. Like, he's always there, and he, you know, like, his spirit and like his guidance is really always there, and he never forsakes you and stuff like that. I've come to learn that I may be physically alone, but I am definitely not lonely, because lonely is like the mindset. It's the from the within. Alone, the way that I see it, is like it's physical. Like, yeah, I am alone. This is, oh wait, no, this mug is not alone. This is the only mug on here. Okay, so I had to change my SD card. Oopsie. I didn't come prepared. But basically, I actually never realized how uncomfortable I was with being alone. I had a difficult time even just like doing things by myself. It's one of those things where I would stay in my room for days because I associated going outside with being with people. And I'm not saying that's wrong. I think that's great. But I've come to understand that that's not it. Why am I allowing my brain, my mind, to limit myself to do all of these things when I could just be doing them by myself? Embracing the fact that I am alone has been the greatest thing. And I'm so thankful to God that he's able to basically give me that strength, because I truly think that if it wasn't for my faith and the security that I have in my faith, that I would be able, that I wouldn't be able, would be able, okay, I don't know the grammar, but one of the two, something, be able to accept and embrace being alone. That's really the three things that I've learned being alone in Amsterdam. It is that the excitement dwindles, but it's okay. Pick up new hobbies, guys. It's so much fun. And the last one, and I think is the most important one, is embrace being alone. And also, you don't even have to start doing that the moment that you live alone already. You can just embrace being alone right here, right now. Even if you live with people, you live with whatever, just embrace it, because there's a lot of growth that comes with it. And to be completely honest, that's pretty much the purpose of this video, is to kind of reflect myself and to also show pretty much my family and my loved ones my growth and how much I've really embraced this life that God placed me in. And it may not be rainbows and sunshine all the time, even though today it is definitely sunshine. I'm content, very, very content. And I hope that you, whoever is watching this, are too, because contentment, so basically embracing your circumstances, embracing being alone, is the best gift that you can give yourself. So I hope that you do that too. To the 2 viewers out there that watched, maybe even one, maybe even no one, I don't know why I'm clapping. I just mean thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.